promise that it's one that you've probably not seen before. But I didn't get team names, so we're going to invent some team names here. We're going to do Team Scarf versus Team Texting. All right, I invented some team names off the top of my head. That's my randomness for you. How about actually Thresh versus Lucian's bike? Does that fit? We'll just do... There we go. Thresh's Hook versus Lucian's bike. Kaisa and Draven banned away from blue team Thresh's Hook, as the Katarina and LeBlanc have been banned away by Lucian's bike, taking away some of those AP burst champions. Twitch also going to be taken away by Thresh's Hook. Not interested in that quick attack champion that can also come out of nowhere. Vlad banned away by Lucian's bike. Yes, it is not Lucian's wife, it's Lucian's bike. Close enough though, Molifont. Close enough. So, let's see what the first pick here coming out is going to be. Landex raises a very good question about Unsealed Spellbook. I would say that Unsealed Spellbook is fine as long as you're switching out the spell that isn't teleport. So as long as you're taking teleport in the game, as long as you have teleport with you at all times in the game, you can continue to play. But that's something that I didn't think about. As I said, I'm still kind of learning the rules of these unique games. Watch as all the drakes are cloud drakes, as it is the Mordekaiser picked up by 10 terabyte WD Gold, picking that one up. No free names takes the Thresh. We're going to see a lot of flash teleports this game. Jinky Toast picking up the Heimer. So the nice thing about Heimer is that he can hold a lane so very well. And being able to hold the lane means that he is going to be able to teleport back before some of his turrets go down. As long as he uses them defensively underneath his turret before he backs. And it looks like we may get Nong Nong picking up a Karthus, though we're going to have a hard time figuring out what lanes these champions are playing, as they are going to all have teleport. And we could see some serious across-the-map teleport plays. Now, something else I'm intrigued about is if somebody decides to pick up Rise, or a champion that has a built-in teleport, which means that there's even more mobility. He can move himself, he can move his team, and they don't have to burn the teleports on their spells. But we'll see if they decide to do something like that, or instead pick for more of that damage and kill lane. It appears to be Absurd Machine. What's your intended use? I'll have to check out. Lord Reeves is a mod, so I guess he can post links. Digital Storm Configurator. 5 grand? Holy moly, Reeves. That's a beast of a machine. A beast of a machine. You actually finance this guy. That is quite intense. But in the meantime, Graves picked up by TSM Doublelift, going for that jungle with that smite. So looking for a lot of those AoE massive damage hits. Yasuo being banned away as well, so not wanting that snowballing champion in this game. Malzahar being banned away by Thresh's Hook. Something I'm interested, and Wraith, you can give me the thoughts on it, is I would be very curious as to whether either team is going to pick up Zac. Because with 5 teleports, you basically can ensure that Zac, as long as he has those blobs, never dies.
I was thinking more along the lines of Thresh Jarvan, because both of them can just instantly generate a teleportable object. You can TP to Thresh Lantern and you can TP to Jarvan's Flag. Zach, while the strategy would keep him alive, it's unfortunate that you actually have to die in order to make that strategy work.
This is true. This is very true. Oh, but with also 5 teleports, sieging is incredibly a lot stronger because you can time your teleports onto the minion that's holding that turret damage as each person one at a time uses that teleport. And so not many besides the Heimerdinger would necessarily be considered a siege champion. They could have gone for the Banner of Command, buff, champions. I mean, I guess Mordekaiser potentially, but you can't teleport to Mordekaiser's dragon ghost, so don't know that will be used. However, I just realized that a Mordekaiser dragon, Rift Herald, bannered siege minion would be an insane siege push, like an actually insane siege push. But regardless, XLNC Shoutcasting, Thresh's Hook versus Lucian's Bike. Let's roll through the champions and their players really fast. For Salic, he's got the Riven, most likely for the top lane. Jinky Toast with the Heimerdinger in the bottom lane supportive role. Nong Nong with a Karthus in the mid, probably playing AD Karthus. Landex on the Rammus in the jungle. And Death's Design with Poppy in the top lane because it's Salic Jinky Toast duo bottom lane. I'm really not sure. Give it over for Lucian's Bike and your best guess.
Lucian's Bike. Okay, so for Team Lucian's Bike, we've got 10 TB WD gold on Mordekaiser somewhere. Probably mid lane, I would guess. You get no free names on Thresh. Screw it. Jungle. No, support, I don't know. Graves is going in the jungle, though. TSM Doublelift taking the only clear choice. I'm assuming Tryndamere Senpai's taking that most likely top lane, and Karma, it could be Thresh ADC. Thresh ADC works.
Thresh ADC with Karma support.
Yeah, Karma support.
Mordekaiser mid lane, Tryndamere top lane, Graves in the jungle. We'll have to see how they pick it out. Now, let's analyze these teams for just a minute. So, a little bit more besides lacking in ADC, your standard composition coming out from that Thresh, Graves, Tryndamere, Karma, Mordekaiser. But what I'm not seeing is, other than Tryndamere or Graves, any true sustain damage. I suppose Graves is kind of an off ADC in that sort of way, but very AD heavy, unless Karma decides to build super strong AP. Whereas over for Thresh's Hook, you've got Heimerdinger and Riven, AP, AD respectively. You've got super tank lines of Poppy and Rammus. And then, of course, you got the Karthus free ultimate kills across the map. Though how many times he gets to use it, we'll have to find out. He hasn't been that great in a very long time.
Yeah, Riven's super strong right now. So I'd give the top lane matchup over to her. There's no ADC clear for, I suppose it could be like Heimerdinger ADC, perhaps Karthus ADC. I mean, Thresh actually does build AD pretty well. Graves deals good long-term damage. I'm expecting Riven to get pretty fed, and Mordekaiser is not a good champion right now. So yeah, sorry, Magic Cat. My bike was up there a few minutes ago, and well, it kind of fell down in the middle of game 1, and I didn't put it back up.
Thresh tried to steal it with a hook, and that's why this game number 3 is the real question of who is truly going to win. Is it going to be Thresh's Hook that finally secures the bike, or is Lucian's bike going to pedal his way so safely? And don't worry, if I ever, which that is the real question, if I ever get to partner, I am absolutely making a emote of Thresh riding on Lucian's bicycle. because that would just be
Or would it be
too
Lucian
darn
riding
hilarious.
on Thresh's bicycle?
No, it's got to be Thresh riding Lucian's bicycle, because Thresh in his skirts and floating skull head on a bike would just be too funny. But, ladies and gentlemen, making it into game number 3, it's the unique one, it's the weird one, it's the ridiculous one. This is the question, as it is about, right, lots of much more roaming. So you've got some serious movement on Tryndamere, serious movement on Karma. She can speed up the whole team. Rammus with boots of mobility and teleport. What is that going to entail? These are questions we're going to have to see. Or Jake riding Wraith's bike? I don't think so. 4x Cloud Drakes, let's go! All of the movement speed possible. Would love to see it happen. As usual, this game is meant to be ridiculous, interesting, meta-breaking, weird, and all of the above. And that's what makes it fun and interesting. I gotta pull this down so I'm not covering up Wraith's camera. Look, I would have to drive 2 states away to go ride Wraith's bike. That's kind of ridiculous. That's kind of ridiculous. All right, we are into game, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to one of the more ridiculous games you probably have never seen. I can practically guarantee it. Not sure that that's necessarily the greatest thing to guarantee, but it is indeed. Jake, the fans demand it. Oh my goodness. Don't you have trains? We got Marta, but that doesn't really go anywhere.
Wait, what happened? What are
they
the
want
fans
me
demanding?
to ride your bike. I can ride Wraith's bike. I can ride Wraith's bike with no handlebars. No handlebars. We're gonna have to see. Gonna have to see who's laning where on the map. Who's laning where on the map. As I am guessing that it is the Poppy in the top lane, and it seems like I might be right on that. Death's Design moving up there already. Looks like Heimer is headed towards the mid lane though, so it could be a Karthus Riven bottom lane, which would be very interesting. Is it the Riven support Karthus ADC? These are questions we need answered. Looks like Rammus is going to be starting his blue buff. Interesting choice there. Give him a little bit more opportunity for level 2 taunts. Graves does not see them. Neither of these teams have seen each other. We can check the vision real quick. Obviously, they have no idea that either of them are there. Now they're going to see Graves. That could be the taunt going down, and it looks like it was not a taunt start from Rammus. Instead, it was the ball. But Death's Design going in, getting some good damage down. Double lift up here. Does still have flash. Gets some nice shotgun damage onto the Poppy. She's forced to back off as the rest of the members of Red Team are starting to collapse. But with those pings, looks like they will back off. Rammus begging for assistance, though, on the blue buff. Looks like both junglers are going to be starting on the top side as Heimer dropped a turret to help out. He might steal blue buff here. That's really the question right now. But, wait. It's going to time out just before blue buff goes down. Smited away by Rammus. I had to double check that because it was very close.
Yeah. I'm very surprised Rammus didn't drop aggro and allow the blue buff to aggro onto Heimer's turret.
True.
That way he wouldn't take as much damage. Jinky Toast doing some good auto trades onto the melee range champion there. And Death's Design getting some decent auto attacks down, but it looks like he's going to pay for it really quick.
Ooh.
Flash blown from the Tryndamere and for the counter flash out of the Poppy. But close to an even trade right now. The question is who hits level 2 first. In the bot lane, that's going to be Nong Nong and Salik. What a
Yeah, Salik goes in looking for the stun, gets a little bit of a knockback as he has those broken wings. Karma getting some decent damage. Poppy in the meantime finds the stun. One more hit, but the heal, no, it doesn't matter. Tryndamere is going to go down. First blood to the Poppy in the bottom lane. The flash for flash. Nong Nong alive for the moment. Salik finishes off the Thresh, moving in onto Sunder, but not going to find a kill yet as Karma with a beautiful Victorious skin going to be able to walk to safety for now. However, the ADC Thresh has fallen in the top lane. The teleport back in from the Tryndamere, who started the AP item of Spell Thief's Edge, is going to be stacking that up, I guess, for his spinny attack? A spin to win.
The thing is that Spell Thief's Edge is deactivated every time you CS a minion. You don't get the spell procs or the bonus damage off of spell thieves if you're CSing minions. So it's great if you suck at CS, but it's pretty much worthless.
TSM moving towards the mid lane, looking for some good damage onto Jinky Toast. Walks his way to safety. Very careful to not burn the flash too early. However, he is starting to try to stack up on these minions. 19 farm to 21, so holding his own for the moment. Nice grabbing up these last couple min shots. Oh, I think the turret ruined that third minion. As red buff on the Rammus finds double lift, but will not go in on it. Jinky Toast poking a little bit of damage, but that is going to be Salic roaming towards the mid lane now. Not going to find any engage on the Mordekaiser, though. I don't know if Wraith is frozen or is just sitting there zoned out. But in the meantime, that's the design. We're getting a little bit of harass onto the Tryndamere. Even farm up here in the top lane, but double lift about to change that up. Stun goes down. Poppy runs away, and she will get to safety for the moment. Has started that ancient coin. So looking for, can still walk in and get some of that extra mana and or gold when those minions that she can't reach to kill do fall. Interesting choice there. So not necessarily going for any of the more harassing support items, instead going for more of the gold generation items. As Tryndamere going to spin to win, safety for the moment. Karma in the bottom lane, 5 farm, started that Spell Thief's Edge, so feeling a little more confident in that true supportive champion and supportive role, which is the interesting fact for Thresh's hook, is the fact that they didn't actually have any true support on their team. They could have picked 5 supports, or they could have picked at least 1 support, instead vying for the Riven Karthus duo in the bottom lane. Buckler getting some damage onto the Tryndamere. He's going to be poked away. Gold goes over to Death's Design as he's going to continue to harass down this Tryndamere. However, Tryndamere is actually farming up a lot better. 30 farm to 18. Poppy in the lead. The Riven going in, might get hooked up. The slow down, tries to hop away. Rammus comes in, doesn't have red buff, doesn't matter. Channels the taunt. It could be enough. And Landex cleans up a kill in the top lane. However, may go down to another turret shot. And it is! That's going to be Tryndamere getting the trade kill in the top lane on the Rammus as Wraith has disconnected. He's gone sleeper mode. Not really sure what is going on. No, I cannot. Let's reset the call, Wraith, and try again. Hello? Hello. Can you hear me? Not sure what all is going on with that. I'm actually going to leave the call completely, wait for it to disconnect, and then try again. But in the meantime, the other support item lose too much of their value in solo lane. Spell Thief Gold, Gen pause after killing minions. You can't proc Targon's Brace. Right, you can't proc Targon's Brace in solo mode. Karthus is going to fall. Mordekaiser getting credit for that one in the bottom lane. However, he is going huge as he's able to pick up the ghost of the Karthus, giving Karma the kill onto Riven. Let's try again. Join the call. Will it happen this time around? Wraith, can you hear me? Hello, hello. It looks like he's connected. Camera should be spawning here in just a minute. Poppy teleporting to the bottom lane, picking up a kill on the Karma. So now 2-0-1, picking up that Sheen to get some serious extra damage. Mordekaiser moves towards the mid lane with his Karthus Ghost, just going to help him to farm up. Karthus does look like he's picking an interesting build path route with a little bit of damage of the longsword starting it up. In the bottom lane, Graves trying to follow solo out the Poppy. Nice ultimate, just knocks up the Karma as soon as she spawns in. Graves dashing off to this side, but now the root down onto the Poppy. Can he get the last hit onto TSM? Double lift, flashes forward. The shield not going to be enough. I hear you, Wraith. You are here. Salix saves the Poppy. It's going to be the Karma moving in now, looking for revenge. However, Salix decides to back away from the Graves as he's going to make his way back into the jungle. The teleport in from Thresh, causing the rest of that fight to displace. You got your camera running? In the top lane, Rammus with the taunt onto Tryndamere once again, uses the ultimate, keeping him safe for the moment. Nong Nong trying to get the kill. The heal from Senpai, keeping alive for the moment. He is able to take down the Rammus. The camera from Wraith not working. He's going to have to figure out how to get that run, but we can't hear him, and that's the important part as the Senpai continues to dash his way to safety, spin to win. He doesn't even have his boots of mobility yet. Nong Nong actually picks up a little bit of health off of the honey fruit. In the meantime, Heimerdinger moving around, Jinky Toast looking for an engage, but the Senpai continues to heal and dash his way. Poppy comes in, slams him into the wall. Tryndamere, you can't go anywhere, and Nong Nong picks up his first kill of the game. Beautiful chase, but not enough in the end.
All right, fixed it.
Hashtag fixed it indeed. Welcome back, Wraith. As it looks like Magic Cat has gone. Oh, found the bike. It is stood up. Thresh is not going to be able to take this one out. Trade kills in the mid lane. Heimerdinger for the Graves as the jungler goes aggressive for the red team. Lucian's bike, though, starting to fall behind a little bit. Down 2 in kills as well as about 500 in gold. Death's Design slowing down the members of Karma and Karthus. However, the Rammus around the corner comes in looking for the taunt. The ult from Mordekaiser is down, and that's going to clean him up. Landex may still fall. The Mordekaiser ult ticking away, and he's going to get credit for the kill, but now Tissunder in trouble. Death's Design, though, having to run away as the slow has been down by the Senpai. Dashes back in. He's going for the kill. A beautiful outplay, and Death's Design makes a massive move. 3-0-4 on this Poppy already.
That was really clean by Death's Design. Managing to use that ultimate to knock away the Karma and then using the W to deny the engage from Tryndamere. Just incredibly clean Poppy play. I would like to see a Cag Fancy versus Death's Design 1v1 Poppy only. Those are 2 best Poppy players on the stream, and I would like to see them go head to head. That'd be very interesting.
10 TDWD gold in the mid lane, 55 to 58 farm. I apologize. As 2, 1, and 1, able to pick up 2 kills into the game. No one has run for the Mountain Drake just yet, as it is going to be a little bit of a slower. There are pings now for the rest of red team. Lucian's bike wanting to pedal their way over there if the rest of the team can make it. However, Thresh's hook may be sensing that, being that there at least is some vision in the jungle around that Drake, and it looks like Mordekaiser is going to move back to the mid lane as Heimer continues to try to push those turrets into the enemy mid-tier turret.
Yeah, I'm looking for Mordekaiser to move down to this dragon. Mordekaiser basically only wins games one way. He goes down, he takes dragon, and he takes it mid and kills a tower, and repeats as necessary. Yeah, so just whenever, and it looks like he is playing toward that sort of objective, but Graves really needs to be there right now. Not really sure what he's doing in the mid lane when his team is taking dragon, but he should.
He is baiting the enemy team to think that there is no drag being taken because he's in the mid lane, so not worried about it. As Senpai having trouble in the top lane, but Rammus is here with that ignite as well. Not even ignite, the red buff. Oh, nice ultimate from Tryndamere, keeps him alive through the Karthus ultimate. Now Landex has been slowed down by the minions, unable to catch up, and the speedy boots of the Tryndamere, who only has level 1 boots, able to escape. What a hook from No Free Names! Slides it between the minions, hooks the Karthus. He's gonna go down. Riven already using the ultimate to try to get a little extra damage and then hop her way to safety. Jinky Toast teleports, but it's not enough. The Omega turret is down, though, getting good damage onto Karma. Very low, not quite finishing it off. And now the dragon is here from the Mordekaiser, blasting away, dealing amazing amounts of damage. He's here for the kills. Death's Design trying to slow him down, slams him into a wall, but the dragon is continuing to burst damage. Graves off to the side, pushing it in. Will it be enough, though? Landex trying to tank it up. In the meantime, the turret continues to take damage. That teleport in from Karthus, but the Rammus and the Poppy have already fallen. Dragon has fallen as well. Now the Mordekaiser goes in onto the Karthus. He's so squishy. One more auto attack. That third hit from the Thresh. Death Sentence might be enough. Uses the lantern to try to get 10 TB into safety, but the minions are standing on the lantern. He can't grab it. Thresh gets the kill anyways. Doesn't matter, as the Mordekaiser continues to just be a beast after picking up that dragon. And that's why you say that Mordekaiser plus Drake is just so impressive.
Yeah, he picked up, I believe, 4 kills in that. No, 3 kills in that fight. And a heavy assist on one of them, and then uses it to buy Shirelia's Revelry. This item is a little bit different than it was in the past. It now gives you 40 ability power, and as well as a decent chunk of health. Basically, it's the same active that Talisman of Ascension had in the past, and another duel going down in the top lane. Death's Design going all in onto Tryndamere, forcing the retreat from him, getting him all the way away from tower, and diving him.
Oh, there's the ultimate, but Graves is here as well, getting the slow down. Will it be enough? Death's Design trying to run away, has the level 2 boots already, and built the armor boots. That's not right, Ninja Tabbies. In the meantime, though, Landex going to be going in, looking for the kill, finds double lift, and in the top lane, or in the bottom lane, I'm sorry, no free names, looking for an engage, not quite going to find one. Tryndamere doing some push-ups, but just trying to play it safe. Does have teleport, so if he has to back, he can teleport back to the top lane.
Yeah, but while Poppy's up here looking for kills, it's important to note that she's missed about 2 waves of CS. So especially if she dies here, that's definitely not good for her. The wave now pushing away from her would be really, this would be a disastrous time to die. And I think, last tick of Mordekaiser's ultimate, leaving her at 15 HP. Very close. Yeah, but Tryndamere actually given the potential to kind of get himself back into this. While Poppy's been out dueling him the whole time, he's at 60 CS to Tryndamere's 115. So while it does on the surface appear that Tryndamere is losing out on the trades and all that, Poppy is actually losing the lane right now. From a straight up gold standpoint. Landex getting engaged on by double lift and is just going to be straight up taken out in his own jungle. No movement from Jinky Toast in the mid lane to help his jungler. Death's Design going all in on Andorra again, but Tryndamere just jumping over the wall, doesn't really care about the all in. Salic in the top side jungle rather than in the bot side with Nong Nong is getting engaged on by the top laner. It looks like Andorra wants this fight. Now, 4 members in the mid lane. Start of a dive under tower, but nothing's really going to come of it. Death's Design coming down here, and we know this Poppy likes to fight. Starting a fight onto double lift, and Nong Nong drops the shield.
Mordekaiser ult down onto Salic, but he's going to be taken out before the ultimate finishes off the ribbon, so no use for a ghost there. Death's Design popping the blast cone just to keep in the movement speed with the Graves. No more dashing for him, and a nice follow through from the Poppy. Death's Design picks up his 4th kill of the game, definitely turning into carry potential. Nong Nong, in the meantime, has slithered his way into 5-3-2, 98 farm on this Karthus. In the meantime, no free names maybe going down. Jinky Toast gets credit for that one as the super turret has been placed down, sieging away onto this mid lane tier, and with Death Design smashing it down with that adorable Christmas bell, it might be enough. However, the stun onto the Tryndamere not going to be enough to take him down. He's gotten 2. Karma picking up 1. Nong Nong here as well. The game has been paused.
Wow. That's lame. What a time for a pause. Any idea what's going on?
Somebody's monitor is off or out. There's a whole lot of chat as everyone's trying to figure out what's going on, but it looks like somebody is oh, and they're also going through and explaining the boots thing, which I'm actually very happy about, is that it is supposed to be boots of mobility. Most people have fallen through. It is just the Poppy and the Graves that have picked up the other thing. I like that Karma hasn't even picked up boots yet, just using that passive movement speed that she gets in the game. Jeopardy theme song. We're going to wait to see. I'm not even actually sure who it is that's monitor turned off or went out, but we're going to wait to see if he gets it back. When it comes to pauses, we give about 10 minutes for a max for a pause before restarting the game, regardless of whether or not the person is back or has been able to pick that up. However, I think we're gonna get it back before the 10 minutes. In the meantime, 6-2-5 Mordekaiser, 4-4-4 Thresh versus a 4-2-6 Poppy, 5-3-3 Karthus.
I like Poppy's odds. She's just playing incredibly cleanly this game. However, she's not farming very well, so I don't know how well she's going to scale into the later stages of the game. Also, Nong Nong is known for winning on really weird stuff. So I'd like to see ADC Karthus get a W. That'd just be very interesting, considering Karthus has one of the most awkward auto attack animations in the game.
He does have, that Trinity Force. So probably going a hybrid route. We'll have to see whether or not that is the true path that he decides to build. And there we go. Now we got some music, guys. We got some music to accompany us in this time, ladies and gentlemen, as we consider all of the possibilities that come from building all mobility boots speed. And as soon as I get the music, the game is resuming anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pause the music because we're back into it, ladies and gentlemen. Lucian's bike versus Thresh's hook. And Senpai may be going down here. He's trying to get a little bit of blood for the heal. And Nong Nong snipes him with a Q, but still gets taken out. And it's actually the Mordekaiser that finishes him off. So some pretty fancy play there from both members, as the slow pokes, no boots Karma is unable to attend the fight. In the meantime, though, we do have people back into the map. Turrets have not gone down besides blue team losing their outer, bottom, and top, and the mid for red team outer tier. But they're going to take their own, actually, with a nice movement by the Mordekaiser, just pushing the wave. No one here to defend. Says, I'll take a free turret. Why not?
All right. So, no free names. Looks like he's going to get caught out in the jungle, but who's catching who? Now, they don't know that Death's Design is coming in, and they've got 4v2. Karma going to join the party, but it doesn't look like anything's going to happen. Mordekaiser needs to pick up this Drake. It's pretty much his biggest power point in the game, so I expect to see this as a big point of contention. If blue team can take this away and get Drake control, they neutralize a lot of Mordekaiser's Drake.
Yeah, it looks like Death Design is going to be going, taking a little bit of damage. Karma trying to speed boost the Tryndamere to get in on that one. In the meantime, double lift on the run by 4 members. That is Death Design, wasting so much time for these 3 members. Uses the ult, knocks 2 away, finds the Karma still to maybe potentially use her for the dash. Instead, speeding herself away for the moment. Tryndamere here as well. Death Sentence not going to land. Mordekaiser here, but Tryndamere spins his sword through the Poppy and picks up another kill. Now 4 members strong. However, 4 members, of blue team are here on the Wind Drake. They want it for the extra movement speed. Is it going to be enough? The Mordekaiser is here trying to finish off the Drake himself. The kills are all over the place as Salik is going to go down. Karma as well trying to support the team. Nong Nong gonna fall. That's the Karthus using the ultimate, but the dragon has already been taken away by red team. They have it. The Karthus ult not going to kill anyone, and Thresh gets credit for the finishing of the Wind Drake. And now 3 members strong, going to be moving through the mid lane, pushing onto the second tier turret. But they have 2 Drakes up over Thresh's hook.
Yeah, but the thing that sucks about ADC Karthus is that you can't auto attack when you're using your passive. So basically, your passive's a complete waste of time. Currently, Death's Design is trying a 2v1 in the mid lane, and as Thresh has no mana, she has a good chance of pulling it off.
Yep, Death's Design likes good damage and likes good kills as well. Now 5 and 3. However, they find trouble caught between almost with the last auto attack, unable to land it. But caught between 3 does go down. So the carry potential of that Poppy is starting to slip a little bit, as that lack of farm compared to the 130 on that Tryndamere means that he's just going to generally have much, much stronger items over the course of the next few minutes of the game. Jinky Toast, double turrets, triple turrets, pushing down onto the top tier. However, he's going to be slowed by the Tryndamere. Doesn't even matter. He's in the mid lane. Flash used. Karthus finishes off the Mordekaiser, trying to heal Salic. I think Nano actually manages to do it with the Celestial Eye. Clears up a couple minions, giving health to Riven to keep him alive. That's actually pretty nice. But the Poppy has switched over to those Boots of Mobility. It is all up to Graves to fix it as well. In the meantime, the Tryndamere versus 1v1 on the Rammus. Landex is got the armor so far, has the Bramble Vest as well to turn around a lot of that 80 damage onto the Tryndamere. The Sunder may look for engage here, gets the chains, the snare as well, and that's going to be him getting the kill on top of it. Tryndamere only walking away with a lowly support of assist.
Yep, and as you start looking at it, Tryndamere's getting his hands on a good bit more gold, and if Death's Design doesn't pick up some more CS, he's going to find himself outscaled. Salic completely countered out by that tether from Karma, snared up, and Death's Design going all in on a 2v1. Once again, is he going to manage to get the outplay? He's going for the Mordekaiser, and no, he does not get the outplay.
Yeah, a lot of close calls, but not going to be enough in that bottom lane. Has 1v2'd before, but continues to fall behind, lacking in that farm. However, with teleport, you're always able to get right back into the action as every member is carrying teleport. Rammus speeds his way in, has those Boots of Mobility for that extra movement speed when he is on a roll. And in the mid lane, Mordekaiser just using that Poppy goes to tank up the turret. You're gonna get some decent damage down. No free name, throwing out the hook, only finds a minion. Nog here trying to get the damage down. Has not quite enough slow. Flayed in, flashes forward. In the meantime, Salic though taking a massive amount of damage. 10 TB, maybe too much to handle. Double lift comes in. The shield from Salic keeps alive for the moment, but not gonna be enough. And that's gonna be the Riven falling. Jinky Toast in the mid lane trying to defend with the turrets. However, going to fall as well is the hold enough. The stun down on a Mordekaiser. Death Design picks up a kill. Karthus starts the ultimate. Double lift may go down, very low health. But it's all up to Death Design to speed his way with those Boots of Mobility onto the Graves. He has switched to the Boots of Mobility, but it's not fast enough. And Poppy gets another kill.
Yeah, that was pretty clean, stopping the dash out with the W. And it looks like Karma might be caught out now. Misses the slow and gets taunted up and stunned against the wall. It looks like Poppy, oh no, Rammus secures that kill. Really clean play from Death's Design. The mechanics are real. The farm, not so much, but the mechanics are there. He's about to get Flame Horizon by his opposite number, despite really winning out in the trades in that lane. Tryndamere just basically AFK farming in this lane, and it's doing work for him. Trynd scales pretty well, and that 6 seconds of undeath is pretty nice. Jinky Toast dropping the turrets, and is he going to manage to pull off a miracle here?
He's gotten good damage down onto Tryndamere, forces him to back up, and that is going to be the kill onto the Thresh. However, Thresh was able to sneak out the last little bit of damage with those minions to finish it off in the top lane. Red turret going to fall. In the meantime, Riven 1v2 throws out the ultimate, doesn't quite land it, and that's going to be the Tryndamere once again evading death with that ultimate. Beautiful plays in the top lane. Graves solos out the Poppy 1v1. He has started to truly stack some serious damage. 186 farm, as almost all the members of Blue Team are so heavily farm-starved in this game. Taunt from Landex, not going to be enough, as the Mordekaiser has 2 people to hit you with when otherwise you're only 1. And he's also built partial AP, so not going to be affected as much by the Bramble Vest turned into a Thornmail that Rammus has built.
Yep, Rammus wants Thornmail anyway, but is that going to be the 3rd hit? And yeah, Jinky Toast could stand to go down, and it looks like Aurora Senpai is going to come in and pick up the kill, and probably one on the Salic as well. ADC Karthus is in the mix now, boys. It's AD Thresh versus AD Karthus, and AD Karthus comes out on top. Meanwhile, Mordekaiser's like, I want none of this.
Well, that's actually an interesting objective play there with the Karthus ultimate, that you can use it to break somebody's Mobi boots because they'll take damage, which will end up slowing them down, and they can lose the opportunity to escape a fight if Poppy was chasing down with those boots of mobility. However, not going to affect the Mordekaiser this time around. In the top lane, it's supportal combat as support versus jungle, I suppose, with the Rammus up there. In the meantime, we're not even going to watch it because that's going to be double lift falling in the mid lane, and Karma comes out with that range in the top lane. Rammus unable to stop her from continuing to push in that second tier turret.
Yeah, that's a really heavy cooldown to use to break Mobi boots. It's like 4 minutes or something. Karthus ultimate is like one of the longest ultimate cooldowns in the game. It's crazy, man.
Death's Design just smashing through the Karma, putting the team on his back with Nong Nong on this Karthus. The 2 carries attempting to hold out, but it's a second wind drake over to Lucian's bike. They've got the wind in their sails and the card attached with tape onto the edge of the bike to go as they wheel down the driveway. But, sorry, remembering things from my childhood. Tryndamere just goes through, auto-attacking down, uses the ultimate, unstoppable rage, unkillable unless you're a Heimerdinger who has a mega turret following you post-death. Nong Nong going to fall, tries to finish off the dragon, but not even close to enough damage, and now Rammus beats himself away as the rest of the members of Lucian's bike progress towards this bottom lane turret. The dragon has started to tank it up. Mordekaiser's job is only to protect his pet dragon as it continues to blast away, changing its damage to the Poppy. It bounces back and forth, you know. That's maybe Poppy actually going down, stuns up the Thresh, gets some good damage, throws out the ult, but it's not enough, and Thresh survives with a sliver of health. In the meantime, Landex, once again, 1v1 double lift. They're just gonna hang out, and looks like Landex has potentially AFK, taking a nap. We're not exactly positive, but
Salic dealing less than 0 damage to the Mordekaiser and losing most of his HP in the process. I'm liking the Shurelya's Revelry, though. It actually seems to be working out pretty well. And the third shot, the Mace of Spades, really taking down. Hold on, is this going to be the kill?
Jinky Toast, very low health, uses his turret, but the heals from this Mordekaiser are ridiculous and have kept him alive so many times now. 15, 4, and 10. When he has a dragon, it might be the end of the game after this.
Yeah, shout out for anybody who remembers Will of the Ancients. Old Will of the Ancients Mordekaiser was the bomb. Anyway, so top lane, Death's Design, picking up another fight, but Tryndamere's ultimate discourages that for a moment, but he does end up going down, and the last second flash from Karma wasting the cooldown. She was dead to rights anyway. The Thresh hook comes through from no free names, and Salic is about to go down, but manages to flash out to safety. Jinky Toast is saved for the moment. Zoni's Hourglass goes down, and Double Lift ults him dead. He's taunted up under the tower. Landek's going to go down anyway, and Double Lift is going to fall, but not before dealing a half of the health of Karthus, and it's going to look like a inhibitor brought down, and then red team is going to retreat very quickly, probably setting up vision surrounding the Baron. And no free names is looking to like he's going to pick up the honey fruit and probably the scuttle crab as well. That would be the best play right now. Then go back and spend their gold that they received from that previous push and the kills involved in it. But Death's Design has other things to say. He looks like he no free names, just going to completely whiff the hook. But Mordekaiser going 1v1 on Death's Dance. Now the Tryndamere has shown up, and he has a new little clone is going to use to tank the Baron. But there's no Graves, no Smite in the area, and this is very dangerous. Rammus is around and could very well take this away, but Tryndamere, too much damage, manages to kill the Baron before anything.
Oh, and here he goes on a rampage. Double lift over the corner as well. Heimerdinger has already fallen, and the members of Thresh's Hook have been routed. The ultimate from Karthus able to take down one of that Tryndamere, shut him down past his ultimate. Already had it on a cooldown, but Good play there from the Karthus to hold it until the last second. In the meantime, though, the teleport in from the Mordekaiser to finish off the game moves right on in with the Siege minions, the Baron buff, the Ghost of Poppy autoing through. Landex Salt Master gets himself hooked in. Thresh's hook going to fall, even though it also nearly gave them a kill on Rammus. Hard to say it all at the same time. But 51 kills to 33. Lucian's bike successful. And it has come back.
All right. Are we doing MVPs for the troll game?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it was just a fun. If people aren't, again, this is an experiment, guys. If people aren't having fun, then it's not worth continuing to do. If people are having fun, then we'll continue to do it and we'll shift things around. So it is an experiment. This stream is learning and growing. We are not confirmed on anything specifically. So continue to progress and give me your thoughts. Send me messages, nice or evil, on Discord or Twitch or wherever, YouTube, and let me know what your thoughts are. And if you have suggestions for better game modes, please give them to me because I'm making these up off the top of my head. I don't like champion pool pinches because players that don't have X3 champions that are necessary to play the game get stuck unable to play the game because they don't have those champions. I'd rather do item, spells, runes, build path order. Maybe we play a game in which no one can enter the jungle. They can only play on the lanes. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities and a lot of options that we can flex around with, but these are just meant to be kind of breaking out of the typical everyone plays 5-man, let's run, let's have the jungle, let's do this, let's do that. And kind of, just change it up a little bit. So, that's all. But Thresh's Hook versus Lucian's Bite. Thresh's Hook won. Is there anyone you do want to talk about specifically? We're not doing MVPs or honorable mentions, but we can't talk about just overall who you thought did well, so. Wraith. But I think he's frozen, guys. I'm looking at his camera, and it appears that he is indeed frozen. So, anyway, Tissunder MVP. 7, 6, and 14. Not many minions, but everyone pointing out that the support played the support, built the support, and did a really good job. I love the Luden's Echo for that extra AP damage because their team was suffering from not having much AP, a little bit AP on the Mordekaiser, but he was building more of that hybrid route. Redemption also built up. Limiting summoner spells make the game sway too hard in one direction. Once a team gets behind, TP becomes basically useless. I like to point out that Jake does not seem to know what Tissunder is. Hey, Royal Spades, welcome. I think you were Tissunder. I'm gonna actually Google that since everyone's trying to say that I don't know what I'm doing. So I think I had the right idea. If you want to do these kinds of Ultimate Bravery, you should do it on Hallowing Abyss. We can try that. Let's do an Ultimate Bravery next week, third game on the holy moly. Anyway, let's do ARAM next week, custom game, Ultimate Bravery. Why not? A Japanese term used for character development process. The person who's initially cold before gradually showing a warmer, friendlier side over time. I think Karma showed a more deadlier side